Welcome to the Chofetz Chaim said what? And we will start with our Q&A. Ma, can you hear me? Wonderful. This is actually a question that we had before, but this class is going to be talking about Shidduchim and Lashon Hara. So we'll start with a question. Bless you. That has to do with Shidduchim. He'll never be honest if I tell him. Someone suggested Shragi Miller as a Shidduch for my daughter. Shragi was at one time my 18-year-old nephew's dormitory supervisor, and I'd love to ask my nephew about him. Question, may I discuss his dormitory supervisor with him without saying why I'm asking? The thing is, my nephew will clam up if he knows it's for a shidduch, and I want a real honest assessment. So this is a really, really, really good one. I think I actually made it an example a couple of times. Ma, do you remember this one?
Yeah, I do. It was years ago that he was the dorm thing.
It must have been within the past year or so. But a couple of problems that may arise are, well, what could be a problem?
Well, the problem is if he's a dorm counselor, it's going to be different as dorm counselor than he would be if he was like probably at a date.
That's true. That's true.
You know, it might not be his real personality. He's just trying to make sure that everybody's safe and that's what they're supposed to do.
100%. So yeah, one.
He might have, you know, if he didn't have a good experience, he might have a biased opinion. So, go by the resume more.
Right. So one point that my mother beautifully made is that one issue could be that he only knows him from a certain relationship. Could be that he's a lot more strict as a dormitory supervisor, which is going to be very different from being a husband or a friend. He doesn't really know that type of relationship, which is very, very true. And my mother also brought up the point of being biased, like maybe he didn't have a particular good experience. And there are also a couple of problems that could be if we're discussing where she's saying, the question she's saying is, should I say why I'm asking? Should I explain the situation?
No.
What, she shouldn't explain the situation?
What do you think she said?
Wait, why do you think she shouldn't? I already know the answer because I know from this before. No, I want to hear your answer. So, an issue that could arise is the fact that if she's not telling the situation, it's not letting him know that it's toeles, right? Yeah, she's not saying that it's for a constructive purpose. So otherwise, that would just be Lashon Hara. So that's one issue. Oh, I was thinking of a point when you were speaking. Oh my gosh, it just left me. We'll get back to it if I remember. And also, and by not explaining that there is a constructive purpose, and let's say I know that it's for a constructive purpose and I'm speaking to someone. Oh shoot. It's okay, I think. All right, wonderful. So if we know, if the other person doesn't know, and can I bring you into it? Can I speak to you? I was speaking to Dana, beautiful Dana. Can I bring you in?
Hi.
And I'm saying, Dana, please tell me all about your friend Mariah. And I don't tell you it's because I want to hire someone, but I'm just saying, hey, tell me about this person. Then it could come up Lashon Hara.
Very much so.
And the fact that I'm just saying, talk to me about them is Lashon Hara. If you talk about him, even if I know it's for a constructive purpose, right? So it should be okay. But if I'm just saying, oh, talk about this person, then I'm placing a stumbling block before you and making you sin, even though it's for a constructive purpose, because I'm not explaining that it's for a constructive purpose. So by not telling her nephew, hey, this is for a constructive purpose, even though she wants certain information, which it's, might say it's a little worrisome that he's willing to give over more negative information if he doesn't know it's for a shidduch. But the fact that he doesn't know it's for a constructive purpose is an issue, because I'll say, tell me all about him. Oh yeah, he's a great guy. He's a lot of fun. He sometimes has problems handling, disputes between some of the kids, but overall he's a great guy. Then that one negative part that he said that could technically be for constructive purpose is now Lashon Hara. So you have to say, hey, I want to ask a question. I don't want you to sin. So I want to let you know that this is not going to be Lashon Hara because it's for a constructive purpose. All right. So the thorough answer is no. You must state that you're asking this information to LS for shidduch purposes. Make sure that your nephew knows that he's halachically allowed to give this information and that whatever he says will not get back to the original party. It is required that both the questioner and the one being asked are aware that the talk is for a constructive purpose, because if the intent of the conversation is not clear, it would constitute Lashon Hara and you would transgress los aseh of lifnei iver, los yited mechshol, causing another person to sin. Right? My father actually was just explaining mechshol, placing a stumbling block for a blind person. And we'll see what happens before the computer dies, since I don't have a cord because it's broken. This is a shidduch topic is a great topic. I'm trying to think of how I'm gonna play this off. Me gonna have to do so much editing for this video. I didn't mean to open this one. I meant to open. What did I mean to open even? Oh, this. This is a fun night. Okay. Cut. I'm putting my hands to show that I'm cutting this part. And we will discuss more shidduchim in the next class. Thank you for joining.